Uh-oh. Okay. So I was about to include this on the previous live stream. At the last minute, I decided to break it up and to just make a very, very short live stream. Now, this article surfaced yesterday. Okay? Surfaced yesterday. Hope y'all can see this. Should be on Fox 13. Is that right? Okay, are y'all looking at the same thing? Fox 13. Okay, my screen says that y'all looking at something else. Okay, what are y'all looking at? Okay. Sorry about that. I found the problem. Sorry about that. Let's go here. This is what I wanted. So this surfaced yesterday. Dog, okay, $16,000. Reward increases after dog set on fire. Now, I don't know about all that. I don't know if it was set on fire. Let's not jump to conclusions. Let's just listen to the report, okay?
International traction on social media. The story of a dog that was brutally set on fire has even captured the eyes of the world on apps like TikTok, garnering a whopping 2.4 million views.
Yeah, Fox 13's Lakia Scott has an update on Rihanna's condition. Lakia paid her a visit today. How is she doing?
Well, we found out she's back in high spirits. Merle and the staff over at Bluff City Vet Specialists, they tell me that she's certainly on the road to recovery.
Somebody did this intentionally, and you can't have somebody out there like that.
June 20th is the day that would forever change the life of the dog affectionately known as Rihanna. She was viciously set on fire, and now there's a reward.
Say viciously set on fire. Is there any other way to set something on fire? That just sounds funny. All right.
To find out who did it.
Has gone up dramatically. So,
and how do you know somebody set this dog on fire? Just because it was burnt don't mean somebody just set it on fire. Why are they saying this? And you're offering a reward. Somebody gonna get framed. It's gonna be a wrongful arrest. How do you know that?
so it's up to about 16,000 now. Just trying to get somebody to come forward and somebody to know what happened to her.
Just over 2 weeks ago, several neighbors.
Just so you get somebody who. Do y'all ever see them doing something like this for a human being, for a child? Say for a child who's been attacked? They rally together and come up with tens of thousands of dollars almost immediately. And this is why a lot of people go into the dog lover industry. There is gazillions of dollars in it. A lot of these people really don't even like dogs. They just get into it because it's lucrative. And they make these pro-dog something. Not just videos, but websites, articles, organizations. Many of these people are not even truly dog people like that. Okay, so they never do this for a child.
Neighbors in that Nutbush community witnessed something unsightly. Rihanna running for dear life, wailing in pain and agony and on fire. In a concerted effort, you can see in the...
Okay, well, wait a minute. The dog is in the... Okay, so who set...
something unsightly.
So who set it on fire? Wait a minute.
Just over 2 weeks ago, several neighbors in that Nutbush community witnessed something unsightly. Rihanna running for dear life, wailing in pain and agony and on fire. In a concerted effort...
In pain and agony. Wailing in pain and agony. Shut up.
Is something...
what happened?
Shut up, you corny nutter. Listen to her.
Just over 2 weeks ago, several neighbors in that Nutbush community witnessed something unsightly. Rihanna running for dear life.
Running for dear life.
Wailing in pain.
Wailing in pain.
Pain and agony.
Agony. Shut up, you cornball nutter. The dog is fine. All right? The dog is fine. Now, we don't know how it caught on. And where did it come from? All of a sudden, you see people trying to put a dog out. Where'd it come from? I didn't see nothing.
Get somebody to come forward and somebody to know what happened.
In broad daylight? How does nobody know what happened to this mutt when it happened in broad daylight and multiple people in the neighborhood trying to put the fire out?
To her.
Just over 2 weeks ago, several neighbors in that Nutbush community witnessed something unsightly. Riona running for dear life, wailing in pain and agony and on fire. In a concerted effort, you can see in the Fox 13 surveillance video how several people came together running toward the once helpless dog.
The once helpless dog. Y'all running after this mutt probably just mauled somebody's baby. How about that? How about that, nutters? Huh? Man, it feels so good because before this crusade, I never heard people talk like this. I never heard people point out the fact this mutt probably just attacked somebody's child. Huh? You ever think of that? Oh, the so innocent. Oh, he's in pain and agony. And as we speak, there's several kids in the hospital right now in pain and agony. Y'all not throwing a party over that.
Mixing her with water to save her life.
Super important for us, and I feel like for her to have somebody held accountable for
coddling these murderers, coddling these killers, using my tax dollars to pamper the existence, facilitate the comfort of these worthless mutants' lives. To hell with you and all of you nutters. You're disgusting. You protecting a group of genetic child murderers. These things are built in. They're wired to not only attack, but to usually attack the weakest of the bunch. That's why they attack over 50% of the time. They attack 17% of the population. And you nutters just turn a blind eye to it. There's nobody listening to you. Y'all don't have no ground, no room whatsoever to speak with any type of authority, especially when it comes to moral issues. Don't preach to me about how we should be concerned about a mutt that's burnt somewhere. Shut up, man. Nobody worried about that. I'm too focused on these infants and toddlers laid up, ripped to shreds by these same types of dogs. This was a pit bull that was on fire. So I'm not saying yay or nay. I'm not saying, hey, bravo. Okay, YouTube. I'm saying, look, I'm too busy right now, worried about the lives of human beings. Y'all don't worry about the life or suffering of a chicken or a cow, but you're happy when it show up on your plate dead and chopped into itty bitty pieces. So shut your mouths.
Happened.
We paid a visit to check on Riona. She's a lot more lively than the last time we met. We found out she's getting closer and closer to full recovery. She's even being showered with cards and gifts from people touched by her story.
Oh, really? We don't know this dog's story. Let's just not jump to conclusions. We don't know the story behind this scenario. We don't know what that dog did, if it did anything. We don't know. What I do know is that typically people don't just do stuff like this to a dog for no reason. You know, even if a person does get the urge, they wouldn't want to deal with the peer pressure, with people knowing that they did this or that to a dog. When stuff like this happens, it usually is in response to an attack where the people know that the dog warden, police, and the shelter most likely be a bunch of nutters who will keep the dog alive. And they want to deal with the dog themselves. It happens. So just point that out, that we don't know what happened, rather than projecting this dog as innocent, because you don't know. Nutters.
From all over the world.
She's definitely started to blossom. She wants to roll around in the grass and play and do things like that. And she's squeaking on somebody sent her a teddy bear, so she was squeaking on that earlier.
Oh boy. Oh, this sick nuttery right here. Man, oh man. Unbelievable.
couple months are still, ahead of her just with the surgeries and everything, but we're really hopeful that she's going to make it.
And dog lives don't matter. Dog lives don't matter. They could all drop dead right now today, and it's not going to hurt us one bit. It will only help us. It would only help us. Can't say that about bees. They drop dead today. We all going to be in trouble. Can't say that about other animals natural to this earth. Only dogs. Why? Because dog lives don't matter. Matter of fact, I take that back. They do matter. They only matter if they're being ended. The only time their life matters is when they are on death row. Until then, they are absolutely worthless and they need to be gotten rid of. I don't care what you nutters say. You disgrace our existence by putting dogs over our youth. And you endanger everybody and you make everybody sick. You make everybody physically sick. You're nasty. These diseases that are zoonotic, primarily coming from the animals, so-called animals, that you lay in bed with. You for sure not laying in bed with no squirrel or no bat or armadillo, these other animals that they're blaming for these zoonotic diseases. You're not coming into contact with any of those other animals at all. It's dogs. Because dogs will eat their excrement. And I think dogs just nasty and are prone to diseases and parasites. That's why they stink like no other creature on earth. You pampering these things' existence when the main thing that defines their existence is the fact that they attack, mutilate more kids by far than any other thing on this planet. That's what defines their existence. And that's the very thing you nutters work hard to ignore.
Really hopeful that she's going to make a full recovery the first couple of
Yeah, I
weeks.
bet you are. Shut up, nutter. Shh. Get out of here.
So as you can see, Rihanna is doing a
You
whole
shut
lot
up.
better.
You shut up too, man. I want to hear you
$15,000.
babble. Want to hear you give us no final dog babbling. Get out of here. These nutters infuriate me with their bizarre, wacko, Twilight Zone, not living in reality. These people detached from reality. What a bunch of zombies. So, somebody set a dog on fire. How terrible. There's a $16,000 reward. Wow. Do you care? Whether you care or not. That's the story. And thank you for joining me for this brief follow-up live stream, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope to see you all in the next as we continue with this crusade.